What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing something a little different today. Over the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years that we moved into this neighborhood, I have been super depressed about Halloween because nobody does candy, kids aren't walking through the streets, it's just kind of boring, and I never liked that. And I actually grew up in this neighborhood when I was younger. My mom lives a couple streets up, so every year I'm always like, I want to do a haunted house, I want to do something, I want to get the kids here, and I never really did anything. And so I was laying in bed last night, and it is October 24th today, and we have a week until Halloween, and I was like, I'm gonna build one. So I started YouTubing, Googling, and figuring out how to build a haunted house or a maze or something to get the kids up here, and we're gonna do that right now. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Jeramie. This is, of course, a photography channel, but I'm also a dad, and we're also doing cool stuff. So the area behind me is where we're gonna be doing our haunted house, or a maze a little bit. So the base is gonna start right where I'm standing, and it's gonna kind of go up to the third car garage, and then into the house. And the area right back in there is where the candy's gonna be. And that's where the kids are gonna grab the candy. So basically they have to walk through the house, get the candy, and they're gonna walk through it again to come out. So I'm only gonna have one entrance, one exit, and I think that'll be perfect. I don't know how many kids are actually gonna show up. I'm hoping that kids will start showing up, and then they'll tell other kids about it, and we'll get way more people. But before we get started, I just went to Lowe's, and this is everything that I got that I hope will work out. All right, guys, this is everything I just bought at Lowe's, and I think it's cool. I spent about $179, which I thought it was gonna be more. I thought it was gonna be less. I don't know what I thought. It's around there. It's always more than you think. I bought 30 half-inch, 10-foot PVC piping, PVC 40, which is like, I don't know, it's the only one they had. It's like the cheapest one, I think. And they're super flimsy to start, and we're actually gonna be cutting these into 5-foot segments. So basically cutting them in half and using those to section off. You obviously don't wanna put one long piece together with another one because that's just too wiggly. We don't want it wiggly. We have black plastic bags. This is what we're gonna put around the whole bone of everything when they're done. I have a little PVC cutter here, which I realized I didn't have. I have some elbows, some T's, and these are 90 degrees. I don't know exactly what I'm using. I bought a bunch of everything. And then we have some zip ties to get the black plastic around these things. So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a time lapse of me putting this all together, time how long it takes, and show you guys what we're doing. I'll answer some questions as we go through, but if you have comments or suggestions or anything as you're going through or questioning what I'm doing, please leave a comment below, and I'm happy to respond, and I'll talk about it. And then the final one will actually be during Halloween, so I have a week to film this and then upload it, and you guys can see. Thank you guys so much. Let's get rocking right now. Guys, we are 2 hours in, and day one is over for me because I have to get some actual work done. But here's what we got so far. So we basically built the frame on the floor, got the entrance kind of done. I ended up adding some string, and I ended up tying it to the tree over here, and put a couple nails in the house, and then put some string around it just to kind of reinforce it a little bit. I keep forgetting that I'm only doing this for 1 day. So here's what we got so far. All right, so as you can see, we have the base on the floor here. As we go through, this is the entrance. We'll have a doorway. They'll have to go this way. They'll have to go this way. Then they'll have to go this way. And into here. All gonna have black tarp on it, black plastic. And then this is actually where they're gonna be getting their candy and everything. So they have to go all the way. And the only way out is to go back through. So I didn't want to have an exit. But we basically have these really cool frames. I have a few nails in the walls already, so I think you can add nails to this and then zip tie everything so it's a little more sturdy. These crossbars are just gonna be in little places just to keep the sturdiness kind of available. This is all gonna be covered as well, so I wanted to just keep everything kind of nice and sturdy. I had a little flagpole thing here. And so the tricky part now that I'm gonna have to figure out is how to keep going to the end and do that, so I have to get creative and start doing stuff like this. So instead of having another one come straight down here, we just have one that comes out, and then I'm gonna have to connect the tops together. But pretty good. So I'm gonna have to get more PVC piping. We've used, I think I probably have, I would say about 50 feet I haven't used yet. So I pretty much used 250 feet so far for that. So we'll continue tomorrow, keep it going. What's up guys? It is noon on day 2. I've been actually doing this for a couple hours. Went to Lowe's this morning before my haircut and then came back and I had to go buy more stuff. So I had to buy more of these corner pieces here. Let me show you guys real quick, these ones. And it's like a tripod, so it makes one go in and then 2 go out to the side. Basically, as I'm building this, I'm having to figure out what I really need to do as I'm going through. So as you can see right now, it's kind of falling over here on the side. So what I'm trying to do is just get the outside perimeter done. And then now what I'm doing is I'm cutting these little specialty pieces right into here, so that'll connect to that. So that'll make it a little tighter. And as I go through, I have extra, I ended up getting 20 more feet of pipe. So far I'm at 500 feet of pipe. I'm gonna try not to get any more. I'm gonna try to use this. The main pieces are pretty much up. The long pieces are up. It's 8 feet tall. 8 feet tall is my height for everything. And I wanna say this is like 25 feet, the longest length, 20 feet, everything's in 5 feet increments. One big tip that I have for you guys, as you guys are cutting everything, especially if you wanna save it for the next year, is cut everything in foot increments. What I mean is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foot increments. And you can always use T-bars or coupling to kind of put those together. So I have a bunch of these small things right here that I'm gonna T-barring together. And I don't have to use the other end of the T, but it'll at least still keep it together. If you have a chance to buy things, when you're actually buying your pieces, buy T-bar, T's and the elbows rather than the small single elbows, or the coupling. Because at least with these you guys can use them, but you don't have to use all the spaces. You can leave kind of an open area like this one perhaps. And if I decide that I want to use it, I can use that. So it's super easy just to cut a piece and then add more onto it. So I'll keep time lapsing and keep it going. Wrap it up for today. I am going to take some zip ties and try to zip tie anything that I can around the perimeter of the house here. So all these little perimeters, all these little spots. All these little spots right here. I'm gonna try to get this to zip tie around somehow. Get creative. I got a little creative right here just to keep it a little more firm. This one's being pushed out, which is actually fine. It's staying pretty well. But that's the goal. So we're gonna zip tie everything. I do have some slouching right here that I don't like, so I might actually take some string. I bought some string and tie it to the basketball hoop on the top, so it'll lift it up, and then wind comes, then it'll pull, or I can actually do it to the tree as well. I can actually do these ones to the tree before we put the bags on with everything. So we're gonna do that, and then I'll be putting the bags on tomorrow. That's it. Bye. Guys, haunted house is done. It is Halloween 2018 and I am finally finished with it. I got a little bit of help at the end from the fam, but I want to say it was about 20 to 24 hours of work, and we finally got it done. If the wind wasn't here and I didn't have to rebuild it 2 times, then it would have been about 16 hours. But I would say when I do this next year, I just need maybe a 2-day head start and I'm good. This last week I did a week head start, and what happened is everything stood up and then it just kind of broke down. So here it is. I'm gonna give you guys a walkthrough during the day. I don't think I'm gonna film anything at night because it's too dark to film, obviously from the darkness, but I'll kind of show you everything that we got and what we're gonna finalize it with. So you'll see it from my point of view. Let's do that right now. I'm super excited for tonight. It is 4:15, 4:30. I don't know what time it is. I want to say 4:30. So hopefully trick-or-treaters start getting here in about an hour and a half. And this is my costume. It'll just be me doing things. All right, take a peek. All right, so this is the front of the house. We took some red spray paint and we kind of sprayed the side. But we got just some random stuff that are going on here. We have a lightning a scary person, and then a strobe light that hits that, because it's all about lighting in my world of photography. So we kind of took some spray paint and some fluorescent spray paint and just kind of wrote this. Got a bunch more candy for the kids, wrote stuff off to the side just in case. Caution tape's gonna be the final thing I'm gonna do right here when I leave with you guys. Strobe lights down on the ground, do not turn back. Hopefully you guys can see some things here. We got some red spray paint pointing, some animatronics. I found this thing at Savers and it's just creepy, and I want to get a bunch of those next time to make a room full of whatever. We got some dead bodies. So let's go back into here. Again, that scary thing from Savers. I let the kids kind of go ham on the spray paint. These things are pretty chill. I just bought some old clothes from Savers, some dead body. And so at night, this thing will glow as well. We did get some black lights, and I put some black lights on the side to make everything fluorescent. I got this homie chick. People are gonna have to go this way. Oh my God. Kids are gonna get so scared. Another little light there. We got some orange Halloween lights just to kind of guide the way. This dude, you have to go around. I decided not to plastic this part up. Next year, I might plastic it all up as well. But for this year, I think I'm cool. I ran out of plastic, then found plastic, but whatever. Couple homies hanging. That. And then as we kind of go through our front door, we're gonna use this spot right here to do a little scare. I might have the kids do a little scare. I got a bunch of babies at Savers as well, and we just put blood in them and screwed them into the wall. And then we got some black lighting, some webs, and me and my neighbor Brandon are gonna be sitting right here on these two spots. We're just gonna grab the candy. We're not gonna tell anything about it, but we're just gonna sit here and drink beer, and I'm gonna get a bucket of Popeye's chicken, and we're just gonna eat chicken and drink beer, and that is literally my Halloween while I sit in here. But pretty chill overall. I'm very excited about this for my first time building a Halloween house made with PVC piping, black plastic, PVC piping, black plastic, a lot of duct tape. What we ended up doing was everything was falling apart because these weren't glued in and I didn't want to glue them in. So I actually just took duct tape and duct taped them. So the second time it blew over, it was less work to do because I didn't duct tape everything. And then as you can see, as I went through again, started duct taping more of it. Zip ties are my best friend. Zip ties pretty much tied everything up everywhere. And that's basically it. Spray paint at the end, caution tape, pretty simple. Overall, this whole thing, I bought everything pretty much brand new. Cost about $500 for a 20, I would say like a 500 to 6, no, maybe even bigger than that. I would say like an 800 square foot haunted house. So this stuff I have for next year. We'll add more to it. And it'll be awesome. So I did really well. If you guys want to do a smaller version of this, same concept applies. It'll save you a little bit of money, but PVC piping was awesome and that worked out. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we are gonna scare the bejesus out of some little babies. Doing it now.
What the heck is this? It's a pig. What's your face? Oh my God.
What? Oh, I can't know who those in that costume. They're freaking wearing masks. Am I supposed to know these people?
coming back.
Thank you.
Go.
Hey, Wolf. I am Colin. You might see me in the movie. She's my best friend. Daddy.
Can me and Kendra do this? Oh, you already hung it up, but we could be like fighting over it or something. I don't know. And then when they walk by, we'll go.
Nope, I don't see it. There's a hole right here. You can see the people right there.
There's a hole? Polly, you tell me.
This is part of my costume. Chicken and beer.
Oh, there's nothing.
Are people coming?
Jamie and Kendra is acting. Chloe,